Hello everybody, what is up? My name is Dishonorable XP, and welcome to my 1/6 figure review of the Wasteland Ranger by Virtual Toys. Now, I know it's been a long time since my last video, or unboxing video, and I apologize for that. I've just been busy with life and with work, and I'm trying to finally get back into the thrill things. Starting this next week or the following week here, I'm going to be uploading some movie reviews and some game clips / game reviews and gameplay walkthroughs. So look forward to that and some more figure unboxings. I'm going to try to get back into the whole YouTube thing and just do some unboxings for you guys. For right now, I'm just going to be reviewing, for figure-wise, some figures that I already have, and just reviewing them, see if it's worth the price for you guys, if you could find them at a pretty decent price nowadays. They are older figures, but I'm sure a lot of companies still have them on sale on their websites. I do have some new figures pre-ordered, specifically ones that I wanted to get, that are coming out later this year. Specifically the Virtual Toys Wilderness Rider, which should be coming in the next month, hopefully, or so. And the Lim Toys Gunslinger, which I'm very excited for both of those since they are from a video game that I cherish a lot. Same with CC Toys The Last Survivor Part 2 figures from a game I super love. I do have the Part 1 figures, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically, they're The Last of Us. I do have those, and I will be doing a review on the Part 1 figures, and I'm super excited for the Part 2, and I do have a couple other figures coming out later this year. But for right now, we're going to be getting back into the thrill things, and finally starting off with the Wasteland Ranger. So this figure I got a couple months ago, and I knew nothing about Virtual Toys before then. I didn't know that they mostly made video game characters and characters from movies. I believe they're like an off-branch company from Damn Toys, if I'm correct about that. Please correct me in the comments if you guys know anything about that. I do own a lot of Damn Toys figures since I love their military work that they do on them. But yeah, this was my first Virtual Toys figure that I got a couple months ago. Everyone on eBay was selling this guy for like $450, $500, and I cannot bring myself to buy a figure for that much, especially this one here. But I did find a really good seller who was selling it for about $300 on Mercury, and I got it in a couple days after that, and I've enjoyed it ever since. I think this is one of my favorite figures. Wasteland Ranger, of course, is based off Mad Max from Mad Max Fury Road, played by Tom Hardy. Very great movie when it came out. I loved it. I have it on Blu-ray, and I will be doing a review on that in the near future. But for right now, we're going to be reviewing the 1/6 scale figure of the same movie. So right now, let's get into the box. Not much to the box, except you see the convoy from the movie here. It says Wasteland Ranger and Virtual Toys. The rest of the box is kind of like the sandy, hillish map area of the wasteland. And then you get the picture of Tom Hardy or Mad Max when he was chained up as a prisoner, as a blood bag. And then you get his Interceptor. I believe that's the name of the car. But yeah, really nice box, not much to it. You know, when you open it up, I already have the figure already set up and stuff, but he does come with a lot. Very nice inside, comes with a lot of accessories there in the back, after the base where it holds the actual figure. So that's really the box, not much to it, but for right now, let's get into the actual figure. And here is Tom Hardy as Mad Max from Mad Max Fury Road. Now, I do know the lighting's a bit out of place, so I'll try to, you know, keep it at bay for a little bit. But right now, like I said, this is one of my favorite figures that I have. And it's because of the sheer accessories and the clothing and even that head sculpt. I believe this is the best head sculpt that you could find that looks close to Tom Hardy. It's really one of the best. I will be going into depth about it, but for right now I just wanted to show you guys what the base figure looks like with everything on him. I do not have one of those spinning diorama things for figure stands, I apologize, but he is a really nice piece. One of my favorite ones, actually. So right now, before we get into the actual figure, I will display some of the accessories he comes with. Most of the accessories are the magazines and the little accessories that you put here on the vest. He does come with a knife as well, some metal sniper bullets, and more magazines. But for the offhand accessories that you could put on him later if you want to change up his poses, I'll be getting into right now. The first one that he comes with is the Furiosa's sniper rifle. VTS Toys also did release a Furiosa figure that I can get at some point, but I'm not too sure if I want to get it right now, just to pose up next to Max, but possibly in the near future I'll grab one. But this is her sniper rifle that he and her use in the film. It's a very nice piece. Get into focus. There we go. So it does come with some metal sniper bullets that you put into the stock hanger here. They're really nice pieces. They're metal die cast, I believe it's called. It does come with this very large scope that I don't believe it comes with. Oh, it does come with a lens in there. Possibly not out the other side. The scope is a very long piece, but you can remove it. It is a removable piece. You cannot take the magazine out, but you could push this metal piece back. It does have a very hard spring, so I would recommend not to push it too much back in order to not break it. This I guess barrel stock piece for stability isn't removable. It's just it is a really nice piece. It doesn't hinder any type of movement or pose when you're trying to pose them up with the sniper rifle. Just want to make a note of that. That is not a removable piece since it is part of the sniper rifle. But yeah, that piece is very nice. I really enjoy it. I'm glad that they added it because he does come with also the double barrel and the Glock here in the pistol pouch, which I will be getting into later in the video. So now let's get on to the hands. One note that I want to make about is this hand in particular. This is the bandage shooting hand that he comes with. It's a very nice piece. He also does come with the other bandage hand, but that's for like grabbing a rifle, if you want him in the rifle pose, or just like grabbing something in particular like a knife or something like that. The bandages though on this hand, due to it's just this hand, it's not the other bandage hand, but the glue when I got this figure didn't stick very well, and it still doesn't, but it's not as sticky as it was at the beginning. But when you push on it, it kind of ripples, and yeah, I mean, it's not a big problem as it was when I got it. It's just some of the glue was tacky to where it was too sticky, and when I would try to put like a weapon in there, like for instance the double barrel or the Glock, it wouldn't get any glue on it. It was just annoying to try to prevent that from happening, ruining the pieces. But since it's not sticky anymore now, I could put him in the dual wield pose if I ever wanted to do that. The other two hands that he does come with, besides the regular shooting hand and the bandage grabbing hand, are two fists. One's not damaged, so these are before his hand gets damaged by the harpoon in the movie, or the wheel. They are very nice pieces. They do show the veins, painted very nice. No problem with that. Sorry about the focus as well, guys. I'm just trying my best. I'm filming this on my phone. And the last piece that he comes with, accessory-wise, is the actual, prisoner mask with the chain for the blood bag. This is a very nice piece. It's plastic, but the chain itself is metal. So, if you could hear that, it's metal. It does have some weight to it. You can put this on his head if you want to. It does take a little bit of time to try and not scrape the head sculpt at all, so just be very careful if you do end up getting this piece. It does come with an instruction manual on how to put it on. You basically have to put the neck and the head through this part going down while pushing this up as much as possible without tearing this piece right here. It's very easy, you just gotta be careful when you're putting it on. So I will be showcasing this on his face when I do some poses at the end of the video. Other accessories that he does come with a figure stand, which I will pose or show you. It says Wasteland Ranger on it. Sometimes with these third-party figures, I really would like them to actually have like the name on the base stand, because once it's released, you can't really, I mean, I personally think, I don't know if it's true or if I'm wrong, but once it gets released, I'm sure if you had the actual name of the movie or the character, it wouldn't be a problem since it's been released. But for the actual figure stand, it does have this nice sand paint job on it to make it look like he's on sand. It's a smooth surface, so there's no like textures on it for sand. But yeah, it's very simplistic, says Wasteland Ranger. But I do like figures that do come with stands, because most of the ones that I have to, you know, try to, I guess, carefully place them to where they're not going to fall off my stand, because it's basically a bookshelf where I have all my figures. If you'd like, after I do some more reviews, if you guys in the comments want me to do a full, you know, figure collection video, just let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to do that, show off my pieces that I have in my room. But yeah, figure stand's very nice, very simplistic, but it is very very nice to have, especially with someone who doesn't have, you know, a lot of figure stands for their figures. But I will be getting some in the future that are sold on eBay. But yeah, so there we go. So since we got into the accessories, we're going to be going into a more in-depth review of the figure, looking at the vest, all the pouches, same with the clothes, how the head sculpt looks, and more of the body and the clothes and the accessories here on the bottom part. And then after that, we'll be showing off some poses, and that'll be it. So let's get into the more in-depth review of the actual figure. Alright guys, so let's go in more depth with the actual figure here itself. Sorry, let me get this stand out. I should have probably showed this off on my last segment, but before we get off track, or not off track, but before we go on, I wanted to show you guys these weapons here. Just to note, he does come with an extra magazine for the pistol that you put next to the holster. So for the shotgun, this is a very nice sculpted piece. Doesn't have much weathering to it, which I'm fine with. I could do it myself. But it does have holes. And the cool thing about it, you could swivel this part and it actually opens up and you could take the bullets out. That's amazing. You will be seeing another piece like this when I get my Wilderness Rider from the same company, because he does come with a double barrel and some 6-shooters and some rifles. Now for the Glock, it's a very nice piece. I like it. My favorite gun or pistol is a Glock. I just like the shape and how it looks. It's very, very nice piece. It does have some bullet paint in there to show off some detail. The mag is very easy to pull out, not a big problem. You could also pull back the stock. You will have to probably push on that middle piece to have it go, but other than that, it's a perfect piece. Very nice. And then he also does come with the knife, which I will slot back in, but no weathering on it, no dirty, it's just shiny, which is perfectly fine with me. I could always have him in a nice pose with a knife. Alright, so next part we will get into for the in-depth review is the head sculpt. Let me just pop it off right here. The scarf is a separate piece, and it is It is already stitched together. You just kind of have to put it over his head and then roll it around to make it look nice. It does take some fixing to work in to make it look nice, but it's not a problem. Now let's look at this head sculpt. Now I think that out of all the head sculpts that I've seen of Tom Hardy that are made by these third-party companies, I believe, especially the art figures one, because they also made a Mad Max figure back in the day. I think that this is the best one. Hair-wise, especially. Face-wise, yes. This is the best interpretation of Tom Hardy from Mad Max. You got the beard, or the kind of, I don't know, scruffed beard. You have the scar on the side of his face. You have the hair where it's all messy, where they cut it at the beginning of the movie. The art figures one, he had too short of a hair, and it looked, or too short of hair, and it looked like it was combed perfectly, like he was a 1950s mobster or some fancy person back in the day. I don't know. It was just weird. But this one actually looks like he's been scruffed up during it. And, you know, the only problem that I have with this head sculpt, I don't know if it's been on the other VTS Toys figures, but he does have these two parts on the top of the head where some paint scruffed off. I could fix it since I have some paints that I do for customizing and weathering, so I could definitely fix that. But probably, like I said, the best head sculpt of Tom Hardy I've seen. Very impressed with it. And so the next part that we're going to get into is the vest. Or actually, we do have this arm piece that I kind of wanted to get into, but it is part of the vest, so we'll put that down for now and then get into the vest. So the vest part has a whole bunch of pouches on it that you do not have to attach. They are almost mostly attached all by themselves. The only thing that you do have to worry about is putting the magazines and the accessories in those pouches. That is the only hard part that you have to do. It is not hard putting them in, except probably for these ones I had a difficult time because the magazines were just too wide for the pouch and you had to kind of stretch them out. But yeah, everything is basically attached except for the holster part that's on his leg. I will get into more in depth about that. But you do have some more metal sniper rounds from the sniper that you put here. Some magazines for an SMG, assault rifle, AK right here, some pistol magazines, and then I'm guessing this is like a med kit or a food case of some sort. Then you have some more caliber rifle rounds right here, and you do have some grenade rounds here. With the vest, the only problem that I have with this is when I got the figure, these little spandex material were not there. They weren't attached. It wasn't the seller's fault when I got it from Mercury. It was the actual company itself, VTS Toys. They forgot to put it on this figure. Thankfully, I had some extra lying around and I just super glued them together and then put the grenade pouches on there and it was done like that. It took me about 5 minutes, easy fix, but it was kind of annoying to see that happened. He does come with this nice backpack piece, which you can zip in and out, or, you know, you could open it up. It's just styrofoam in there. Same with this, or foam, not styrofoam. It's just foam in this piece, or these two pieces, but a very nice piece indeed. He also does come with this nice little blood transfusion tube, which I recommend not taking out because then you'd have to ravel it all up again. There's nothing particular in this pouch, it's just nice little detail. You can buckle it up around and you can adjust how big you want it. You will have to adjust it just to make sure it can go over the shirt and the jacket when you get it, just for a nice easy fit. For the shoulder piece that I will show you, there's a little Velcro area where you attach it so it stays in place right here. But yeah, overall, a very nice piece. I appreciate that it's already, you know, the pouches are already put on there for you, so it saves you some time, gets you to display them even faster and make them look nice. So I really appreciate that. Very nice piece here indeed. For the shoulder armor part, It is a weathered piece. This part's the only part that is weathered. There's a little tiny bit of weathering here with some dirt marks, but nothing too crazy. The main complaint from other people that I've seen review this figure is that it is a bit under weathered, which I'm fine with. I could do it myself, but it would be appreciated to have it a bit weathered. Maybe the face a bit more, maybe a bit dirty. The jacket itself is weathered kind of nice. Like I'm fine with the jacket there itself. But for this piece, the only part that's weathered is the actual armor piece, and uh, like I said, some of this front piece. This part here, you will have to clip in, and you will have to adjust it. It's pretty easy if you have tweezers, so it shouldn't be a problem. And this is the little Velcro piece that you attach to the back, like I said before, on the vest, so it stays in place. I have seen other people complain that it is a bit too bulky and big when you look at it on the side. And yeah, it can be a bit smaller to make it look nice. But if you have it in the right area, it looks perfect. Now on to the final parts of the figure. We do have the jacket, which you can take off and you can zip up. He does have some nice zippers for design and for, I guess, to look nice. Just some nice accessories to put on it. The stitching, especially on this arm, is really well done. It's like like it is in the movie. The back, you can't exactly see it from the light, but it is weathered with some grays, some whites, just to make it look like a distortion effect, just to make it look all dirty. The shirt itself, the only part that is weathered is mostly this top part, make it look all sweaty. Same with this, but the rest of it isn't exactly weathered. It's just kind of like a skin color, base for the shirt. But it is really nice. It is torn up, especially on this part. And under here, it's longer than this part right here. The pants are the same with the jacket. It's very nicely weathered on the front here. You could see it when the light's not blaring into it. I believe you guys can see it around here on the tushy area and around the legs. The leg brace, actually, before I get into the leg brace, the shoes are very nicely, they are sculpted. They are not fabric like damn toys. But they are very nicely sculpted and weathered. For the leg brace, it is soft plastic, some pleather here, and some fabric, and it does bend when you bend the leg. It is articulated in some way, so that is very nicely appreciated. And for the last piece of resistance is the holster. Now this holster piece, it's three separate pieces. You have to attach this holster part and this pistol pouch separately, which if you know how to use a molly system, how to do it, especially in 1/6 scale from military figures, then it's an easy piece of cake. Like I'm experienced with, doing the molly system on damn toys work. So this wasn't a problem for me. It took me like a minute to attach them. But if you guys do not know how to do molly system, I urge you to look up a tutorial, and it's basically the same in 1/6 scale when you look it up for real life, because a lot of military people do it. A lot of people who airsoft also have this system with their vests. But the holster is a very nice piece. It's weathered with some whites, some browns, and same with the thing that attaches around the leg. It's also weathered as well. But overall, oh yeah, and then he also comes with this this safety rope bracelet or survival rope bracelet, which is really nice. But other than that, the figure itself, with everything that's included and what you get, I believe it is a very nice piece, especially based off a movie that I really enjoyed. I absolutely love this piece, and I am impressed with how it was done, especially with all the accessories and the leg brace, and the vest and the shoulder piece. It is very impressive on how they made this figure. But yeah, that's my review on the Virtual Toys Wasteland Ranger. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know it was a bit kind of jarring, kind of getting my thoughts around. You know, I'm not really a guy who plans out videos. I just want to make videos uh, to make your guys' day better, I guess, and just to give you an insight on the 1/6 scale world. I've been a fan of it for the past year and a half, and I'm very excited for some of the new figures that I am getting, especially those Gunslinger from Limb Toys and the Wilderness Rider from VTS Toys. Same with the CC Toys Last Survivor. Those are really, really amazing figures I'm looking forward to. But thank you all for watching my review. I will be having him in some poses before I head out. Um, like I said in the beginning of the video, I will be having some movie reviews come out later this week, and same with some gameplay walkthroughs. And reviews will be coming out for those games later in possibly the next month. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for all the support and the views. Yeah, thank you guys. You have a good one. Stay safe out there.